When I started working at Growing Without Schooling magazine in 1981, John Holt wasn't there. He was on a very long trip in Europe. There was actually a lot of visits in Scandinavia. The book Teach Your Own had just come out, and I believe it was a 3-month tour that the book company put him on, the publisher. Anyway, when John was in England, he did a very long interview with the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC. And John fortunately recorded it at the same time on his Sony Walkman, as he often did. We sold the 3 one-hour cassette tapes of this interview through the John Holt Bookstore catalog, and it hasn't been available since. I plan to transfer the master tapes to digital format and get them on the website, but they have deteriorated, and they need more skills than I have to make them listenable. So that'll happen at some point, I hope. However, I came across this article in Growing Without Schooling 54 when I was editing the back issue collection. It's entitled, Good Times Prepare for Bad. It is a transcription of one question and answer from the long BBC interview, and I hope you enjoy it. The question is, do you think that the philosophy of saying, I want them to go to school where it is really tough and hard because the world is tough and hard, works? John replied, no, it doesn't work. I should say a word on good experiences being the best preparation for bad experiences. At the end of the Second World War, our own army made an experiment. It had found out, as armies do, that wars are basically won not by soldiers who dive airplanes down the funnels of aircraft carriers, but by men who slogged on day after day, doing a little bit more than their share, as we say, hanging in there. You know, men with enormous sticking power. The army became curious. It said, what kind of growing up experiences have produced these soldiers with the ability to hang on and endure when others are beginning to crack and give up? So they made an investigation. They got names. They looked into their history. And what they found out, which I think was the exact opposite of what they wanted to find out, was that these people had extraordinarily happy childhoods, loving families, happy memories. They had lots of money in the bank, and they could draw on it when things got tough. If someone criticizes you for homeschooling with words like, oh, you're making it so easy for your kid, you're making your child too dependent on mommy and daddy, and they're going to have a hard time in the real world when they are older, remember the U.S. Army study. Ignore the criticism and keep putting money in your child's emotional bank.